Hi, my name is Robert. This video is designed to give you step-by-step detailed instructions on completing the task at hand. Please read the comments in the About section of this video. It has valuable information and updates. My YouTube channel has a disclaimer video that I encourage you to watch. And please like, share, and subscribe. I hope you found what you're looking for. Thank you very much for watching. There's that XC90. Let's see what's going on with it. Driving this XC90 05 model, it seems like the car has a pretty bad miss. He said it was a 301 code, so number one misfire. Had no guts going up the hill. Pretty sure this is the i5 turbo. I don't see check engine light lit in the dash, but let me scan it for codes anyway. He's got a nice XC all-wheel drive he's driving there. Looks nice anyway. I don't know what the heck that is sticking out the hood. And anyway, no codes found. One pending code, a 303. So he said it was a 301, it's got a 303 here. So let's pull these plugs, check the gap, maybe install a couple coils and see if that helps. On this, get this cover off, you really got to lift this intake tube out a little bit. So I took that loose. Remove this screw here, remove this screw here. I should be able to lift this tubing up enough to get that cover out now, as long as I don't have another thing over there. So let me pull that up so I can get this cover up. All right, I got this tube lifted up and out, the intercooler tube. Got these screws out of this cover. I'm going to pop the latches on the side of this cover, lift it off. Then I'll have access to my plugs and coils. Now to unplug these coils, these things are a little strange. It's easier to lift up on the side of them, of the coil, and then wiggle the plug out. So I'm going to remove 1 and 3, since those are the codes we're getting. I'm going to go ahead and pull those coil packs with one bolt and pull the plugs, check the gap on the plugs, check to see what the condition are, because the plugs that we got are actually pretty good. They don't look like they were old at all. They have no discoloring on the ceramic part of them. So, and I believe all of these are the same. These R6 plugs on these turbos. So, look like I dropped that one and knocked the gap off, but I'll fix that and put these two in those spots with these two coil packs. These coil packs actually look new, brand new off of that vehicle. Yeah, these coils are the same, 307, 13, 416, same number as there, except for the ones on the right there, the ones I pulled out of the salvage yard, 12 bucks a piece, look brand new. So let me go ahead and pull the plug, see what they look like. The plug that was in there, as you can see, the tip of it's pretty much gone, and it's got a huge gap. And that's the one I pulled out of the car in the salvage yard. Yeah, this gap on this plug is like
gone.
0.58, way bigger than it needs to be. So I'm going to drop those 2 new plugs in there, gap the rest of these plugs, and see if it runs much better, which I'm sure it will. Take a look at this plug that was in number 3. I mean, really, there's like absolutely nothing left in that gap. It's crazy. These things have probably never been pulled out of this car. I pulled the coil pack out of number 2. The coil pack came out of the rubber boot and got stuck down in the cylinder. I had to work it out with 2 hands. And as you can see down in the coil pack, if this thing focuses, there's a spring down in there. So the spring and everything was out and exposed. And you could use them like that, but you want to make sure you get that boot back on the coil pack as best you can, because it's an insulator and it keeps oil out of the cylinder down there. Looking around, unfortunately, this timing belt's got a lot of cracks in it. It's probably never been replaced. So we're going to button this up, put the turbo tube back in, take it for a test drive. I was about to put the cover back on, and I noticed this engine didn't have as much oil on them as I'm used to. So I looked and seen a little crack in the upper PCV hose, and the whole dang thing came apart. So that needs to be fixed soon. When you hook that intake tube up, put that screw in first. Don't snug it down. Put the one in over there, and then of course that's in, but then you tighten the one in up here and you'll be good to go. Snug those down, they don't need to be tight. Snug down the cover screws. I even put NICs on them, they don't need to be tight. So we're ready to fire this thing up, take it for a ride, and see how smooth it runs now that it's at least gapped. Got to have a couple of newer plugs in it. Man, this truck feels like a new vehicle. It's accelerating nice and smooth and strong. It's not vibrating or shaking or anything. So I don't even feel bad about getting out there with a car coming. That's with 3 worn out plugs. Nice and smooth. Bad plugs. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.